she's in pain, so that's a good thing, so that she could be crying.
Yeah, after 5-6 days. Look. She's with infusions.
Poor thing.
They talk English to her, so she knows English.
Good.
Because Hebrew, she will know by default.
All right. Michael, do you know how to get the, yep, find your business. Do you know how to get the materials online?
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, you have the binder. Perfect. Okay, let me just use this.
I just printed like 5 minutes ago, just before I came.
Okay.
Because she only sent it today like a 3 or 4.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, yay. We're going to get started. For anybody that's watching online, we're going to get started in about 2 minutes, okay?
Free Wi-Fi and your warm cookie away. Doubletree by Hilton.
All right, so we'll get started. I know there's a bunch of people watching online. Maybe fewer people would come into the class. Gross day today, so.
Yeah.
All right, so we are at Ignite Session 3, which is Find Your Business. And this is the part where we start to talk about lead generation. So, have you guys taken the first 2 classes so far?
Yes.
Awesome. And how have you liked them?
Yes.
You've gotten a lot out of it? Yeah, so you've talked a little bit about mindset, business planning with Anna, and Robin covered how to manage your database. So let me just make sure it's known. Okay. So now we're going to talk about how to lead generate so that you're continually adding names and numbers into your database. We're also going to cover what your number one job is when you're selling real estate, and that is, of course, lead generating. All right, so, what the heck? Oh, okay. All right, so have you been doing this? So the homework at Ignite is to complete the daily 10-4 after every class. So have you been doing the daily 10-4? Who can remind me what it is?
It's a week. Every week you do that. 10 contacts, writing thank you cards, previewing homes,
Yep.
and then,
But that's a daily mission. 10-4 is for the day.
Yep. So as a refresher, the 10-4, it's 4 activities that you do 10 times. So it's 10 contacts, new contacts into your database every day. Okay. It's writing 10 handwritten note cards to people in your database or people that you're talking to during your lead generation time. It is also contacting 10 people that are already in your database, so following up with 10 people that are already in your database. And then it's previewing 10 homes. Now the previewing of the 10 homes is just for the week. But the other 3 activities are what you should be doing every day.
So to see houses,
Yep.
what do you mean to preview is only 10 for the week?
So when you're a new agent, you want to make sure that you're going, or even, I mean, really anybody, when you're starting to learn the market, you want to go out and preview houses that are in your target area where you want to sell. And that way you can start to learn the inventory because, I mean, at the end of the day, we're salespeople, right? And our inventory and what we're selling is real estate. So how can we properly help people buy something if we don't know what the inventory and what's available to them? Would you agree that that would be important to know the inventory?
And it's not what the other teachers say. The two first sessions, they said Rose was the second one, right?
Robin,
Robin.
what'd she say?
She said, you wanna check 10 on the MLS, look at the pictures, get familiar, not go like open the door and get into 10 a week. She said, do it daily.
Yeah.
Preview through the MLS
Yeah.
too.
I would recommend going in
That's what I
person.
do.
So every day you should be looking at new, what has price changed and what's sold on the MLS.
Okay.
Even if it's more than 10. I mean, a lot of days there's more than 10 houses that are added on. So that's just something you should automatically do every day. Now you should also go and preview 10 houses. Like physically go. You can put in on showing time an agent preview instead of a showing. And you can go in, it's 10 minutes. You know, you can do it while you're driving around running errands, essentially. You find some houses in the area and go in for an agent preview. And the benefit of that is that sometimes online, the pictures don't always tell the full story of the house. And also being able to go to see it in person, it cements the house in your brain. And that way when it sells, you start to learn the pricing for it. So it's much easier when you're driving around and you're like, oh yeah, I saw that house. I remember this because I was in it. And that's what a $200,000 house in Middletown looks like.
I'm not against it. I'm
Yeah.
telling you what she
Clear,
said,
yeah.
and I do it. I started doing it again
Yeah.
because of what she said.
Yeah, I mean, you should be looking every day. I look at least 2 to 3 times a day on the MLS for new houses, and then if I find anything, I send it to my buyer clients that works for them. But it's also a good way to discover what's selling so that you can really learn market prices. It's hot.
Thank you. I thought the same thing.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, let me turn the air on. Yep, so that's why that is the daily 10-4, and that is the homework between each session for Ignite. That's what you should be working on. So if you look in the materials on page 12, let me just turn this one on.
Of this session.
Yep.
Yep, 3.
Okay.
Your turn, the handwritten notes.
Yep. So this will be your homework between today and tomorrow, and this is homework for anybody watching at home too. These are examples of handwritten notes that you can write to people. You can get Keller Williams branded note cards online for pretty inexpensive, and that can go into your handwriting procedure when you're sitting down to lead generate. A little